rain has stopped for the cloudy afternoon for softball in late April. Northwest Suburban Conference play today featuring the Blaine Bengals and the Maple Grove Crimson. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson and Kurt Cardinal. And Kurt, two teams off to a good start. Blaine with not a lot of games so far, as has been the case for many teams in different sports. Just 4 in, so they've got some backups and games that they've got to still get in. But a good start for them with a new head coach, although not new to the conference.
That's right. They're dealing with the spring here, and we will get all games in, as coaches always do. Yeah, Zach Niedenbauer came from Coon Rapids over to Blaine. And, of course, Jim Colt has been at Maple Grove for many years. And 2 good programs, 2 good sets of returning players. And looking forward to a great Northwest Suburban Conference game today between 2 teams.
We mentioned the rain stop, but it was definitely coming down half an hour ago even. So cloudy, 57, the warmest day of the week, which still isn't terribly warm for late April. Around normal, a little bit below, and still a chance of some rain. But by this spring standards, this is it's a beautiful and very playable day.
Yep, I think most of the coaches and players at this point are like, anytime we can get outside and play is a good day. And just remember these kind of days in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks when it's 84 and it's very warm out. They'll enjoy this kind of day then.
Here's the batting order for the Bengals today. Matty Bryant is their leadoff hitter and playing center field. Kendra Schmitz at second base. Caitlin Way at first base. Emma Edwards is pitching today. They've got the pitching rotation, but it's Edwards that gets the call today to start. Emily Vogel at shortstop. Emmy Sylvia Cochran at third base. Batting sixth, Sarah Klein in right field. And then Kayla Schaefer, the DP. Kylie Peterson, the left fielder, bats ninth. Jenna Jones is the catcher, not in the batting order. And Maple Grove defensively today. Around the diamond, Sam Gustafson first. Ruby Goet at second base. Sarah Zimmerman at shortstop. Lauren Meisel at third. Faith Cry in left field. Alyssa Werns in center. Danny Strom in right field. Ava Eiley is the catcher. Catching for Maple Grove's outstanding veteran pitcher, Maddie Wilm. We'll see today as Maple Grove Blaine finishes their warm-ups. The umpires will meet here in a moment, and we'll get underway with first pitch. I mentioned that Blaine has a new head coach, and Zach Niedenbauer was at Coon Rapids for 9 seasons now, over at Blaine this year in his first season.
Yeah,
so
Zach,
you got to coach against him?
Yes, I did. And in the youth organizations and at high school. Zach's an English teacher at a middle school, Northdale, over in Okanagan District. And his school, when he started coaching at Coon Rapids, sent players to both Blaine and Coon Rapids. They've had some redistricting, and now his school goes to Blaine, so he wants to teach the kids that he's going to coach and coach the kids he's going to teach. And the Blaine job opened up. He applied for it, and here he is.
Players being introduced. We are going to take a break, and then we'll be back with first pitch, the Bengals and the Crimson. Prep softball next on CCX. John Jacobson, Kurt Cardinal back at Maple Grove, getting ready for first pitch between the Bengals and the Crimson.
Well, John, I'm really excited to see what happens today. These are 2 teams with contrasting styles. Specifically, Blaine is their pitchers are more control pitchers, and they play defense behind them. And their lineup has lots of seniors in it, and they're more of a power hitting team. Not so much speed on their side of the diamond. Contrast that with Maple Grove, where Jim Coltis has a team that's very much in the Maple Grove mold. A lot of slappers, run the bases, power pitcher who will control the game, and they pretty much have a philosophy of we'll play for 1 run an inning because we'll hold the other teams down because of our pitching and that sort of thing.
And that formula's worked pretty well for, 20 years now or so?
Yeah, boy, I'll say, yeah. Jim is almost an 80% win percentage, and they've won the Northwest Suburban Conference several times, and state championship as recently as 2019. So they're always a force in the Northwest Suburban Conference and in Section 5.
Their lone loss this year, non-conference game against Hopkins, but undefeated so far in conference games. You look at Jim's been with this program a long time, also the girls hockey coach at Maple Grove. We'll take another break, and hopefully we'll be ready for the start of today's game. Blaine Maple Grove softball next on CCX. Welcome back to Maple Grove High School. John Jacobson and Kurt Cardinal ready for pitch 1 today between the Bengals and the Crimson. Maddie Wilm delivers in a swing and a miss by Maddie Bryant, the leadoff batter for the Bengals. She'll be followed by Kendra Schmitz and Caitlin White here in the top of the first. Got a miss, 0-2. Wilm. Not quite 2 strikeouts an inning, but pretty close, Kurt, on the season. You can see a lot of power in the first pitches she's thrown today.
Yeah, she's got the repertoire to punch out quite a few batters.
Bryant holding up. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Maddie Bryant hitting a .385 on the season. 6 runs batted in. Tied for the team high. Swing and a miss. Wilm with a strikeout of Bryant to start the ball game.
That's what we're talking about there. Just brought 4 straight fastballs and just blew her away. 1 out of the zone to change her eye level, and the other 3 were down low in the zone, hard to hit.
Kendra Schmitz, the batter, 6 for 12 on the season, and even .500. Plus 3 walks, 6 RBIs. Rounds this one foul.
Comes back with the changeup to the next hitter. Keep him thinking.
There was the strikeout on Bryant. No balls and a strike to Schmitz. Wilm is ready. Out of the zone. And it's 1-1. Two and 1. Wilm throws the rubber, 2-1 pitch. That one caught the outside corner, 2-2.
Maple Grove coaches call the pitches from the dugout and relay them to the pitcher and the catcher using a wristband to figure out what pitch they're on for this batter.
Foul back as Schmitz gets a piece of it. Two and two with one out here in the first. Wilm looking into Ava Eiley, delivers, and 2 strikeouts to start the game. The Crimson senior, Schmitz, is down on strikes.
Seems to have the fastball going pretty well today. This might be a day where you have to just pick out a zone to hit low or high and wait for the ball to get to the zone. Can't chase all the different zones at the same time.
Up high. Ball 1 to Caitlin Way. Number 3 hitter. .333 average, 5 for 15 on the season. 4 runs batted in. And a strike call. 1-1. Hit out of the air, popped into short left field, and the catch made out on left. A nice little diving, sliding catch by Faith Cry to end the inning. And Blaine out in order as Way is retired. Cry able to make the grab. This one going to be too far for the shortstop Zimmerman to get up, and a nice job by Cry running in and making the grab.
Read that one nicely off the bat. It was off the end of the bat, and she was able to see there was going to be a short fly ball and got a good jump on it.
Let's look at the batting order for the Crimson today. Cry, the senior left fielder, will lead it off. Then it's Ruby Goat batting second. Alyssa Werns in center field batting third. Danny Strom, the right fielder, is the cleanup hitter. Patty Wilm, the pitcher. Jenna Steele, the DP. Sam Gustafson at first base. Ava Eiley, the catcher. And Lauren Beisel at third base. And defensively for Blaine, Way at first, Schmitz at second base, Vogel is shortstop, Sylvia Cochran at third, Peterson in left field, Bryant in center, Sarah Klein in right. Janet Jones is the catcher today. For Emma Edwards, the senior, who gets the call today pitching Kirk for the Bengals.
Yep, she likes to mix it up. She actually has a screwball as her primary pitch. Gets a lot of ground balls on that. Likes to change speeds. Also has a drop ball that she uses quite a bit, and uses the fastball just enough to keep the hitters off balance.
Maple Grove Crimson, left fielder number 10, Faith Cry.
Faith Cry who made that catch to end the top of the first. The leadoff hitter here for Maple Grove in the home half of the first. Maple Grove, the only team in this conference without a loss in conference play so far. They are 5-0. Andover at 4-2. Blaine, Champlin Park, Rogers, all at 3-1 in Northwest Suburban Conference games. Right back to the circle, and Edwards able to scoop it up, throws over to first to Way for the first out of the Maple Grove first inning.
Looks like a typical Maple Grove batting order. 2 left-handed slappers, fast runners, get table setters for them to start off the lineup.
Ruby Goat, second baseman, just a freshman. It's a pretty young team. It's got the senior, Cry at the top of the batting order, Wilm, the pitcher, but a lot of underclassmen. Other than that, a lot of girls will be back next year and years beyond that. That one's slow roller. There's just not enough time to play defensively about as well as Sylvia Cochran could play it. It'll be an infield single for Goat.
Yeah, there you go. That speed will kill.
Center fielder number 18, Alyssa Werns.
So Goat on with one out here in the first. And Alyssa Werns, really good hitter. .428 batting average on the season. Takes the first pitch low and in.
This is one of their returning all-conference players and captain for this year.
Junior center fielder takes it up high. 2-0. Hit in the hole and into left field. It'll be a base hit. Goet stops at second. Clean single by Werns with one out here in the first.
She did a nice job of getting on top of that fastball and lining it right through the hole there. Good at bat.
15, Danny Strong.
It's solid contact, great swing. And now Danny Strom. Cleanup hitter. 1 homer, 6 RBIs for her on the season. First pitch is a strike. Strom a .386 batting average, .454 on base percentage. Junior right fielder. Swings and misses. Good pitch from Edwards.
Yep, she used that screwball down and in the first pitch, and came back with the changeup, and that has her right where she wants her. 0-2.
Up high, Strom takes 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Let's look at the runners. Goet at second, Werns at first. 2-2. Called strike 3. Strom is out for out number 2, and the first strikeout for Edwards.
She worked the bottom of the zone there on the first pitch and the last pitch, and got the call from the umpire on both of them. That's something to watch going forward here.
Maddie Wilm, the pitcher, number 5 hitter today for Maple Grove. Takes inside for ball 1.
Wilm's a rare pitcher who can bat in the middle of the lineup. Most pitchers have a hard time hitting, but she's a hitter and a great pitcher.
Good take, and it's 2-0.
That combination is probably why she's already committed to North Dakota State University for softball next year.
Steps back in against Edwards, a 2-0 pitch. Grounded to short. Step on the bag, and the out recorded by Emily Vogel, unassisted, and Maple Grove retired in the bottom of first. They get a couple of hits in strand 2. 1 inning complete. No score. Blaine and Maple Grove. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. No score, Blaine and Maple Grove, Northwest Suburban Conference softball on this Thursday afternoon. Cloudy day, but comfortable. Not much of a wind. What there is blowing out to right center. Top half of the second for the Bengals. They went down in order in the top of the first. And Edwards, the pitcher, leading it off. Maddie Wilms, first pitch to her is a strike. Back to the backstop. Edwards, a .333 hitter this season. Again, the Bengals have had these 4 games so far. At 4 for 12. 3 singles and a double. There's some girls in the Blaine dugout. They're going to lose their voice by the end of the night.
As a coach, you do like them being involved in it, but you can get a little vociferous after a while.
Two and one now. Pitch to Edwards is a strike. 2-2. Wilm looking for a third strikeout already and gets it. Edwards is out to start the second inning.
Wilm's got her good stuff today, and she is overpowering right now the Bengals hitters.
Now batting shortstop, number 6, Emily Vogel.
What's the one thing that makes her the toughest to hit, do you feel like?
Well, I think obviously she's got the speed, so you have to load up on that to start off with, but she's got location as well. She moves it in and out, up and down, and she's just wild enough to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable standing in the box there.
The one she threw at the backstop keeps you on your toes.
Yeah,
right?
that gets the batter's attention, no doubt about that.
Number 5 hitter Emily Vogel swings and misses, and she's behind against Wilm, 0-2. Vogel 5 for 11 this season, .455 average. Behind here, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. That's 4 and 5 batters now for Wilm.
It might be a tough day for the Bengals with her being on and them being more power and less contact type hitters. It can be tough. They do get a hold of one, it's going to go, but hard part's getting hold of one.
Brings up Emmy Sylvia Cochran, third baseman, number 6 hitter today for the Bengals. Kicks inside, ball 1. That'll get him screaming. Get ahead in the count.
You might have to make your own momentum today.
Good pitch by Wilm. It would not be an easy pitch to hit. And it was a good strike, Kurt.
Yep, she doesn't work the middle. She works the edges, no doubt about that.
I don't mind the screaming. I'm more amused by it than anything. Swing and a miss. And Wilm now ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, we can only imagine what happens if they get a hit, huh?
Well, I mean, that's why your kids are engaged in the game, though, right? I mean, it's great.
Yep, that's every coach's dream. Having a silent dugout is never a good idea.
1-2 pitch, fouled back. For her part, Wilm doesn't seem to be fazed by it, though.
No, she's experienced. She's pitched in some big games.
1-2 pitch. A little low. 2-2.
Notice that the fielders are doing a good job of staying into the game, even with a strikeout pitcher. It's hard to stay on your toes, but Maple Grove infield's doing a good job of that.
Just a bit outside. Riley trying to frame that one, get the strike call, and it goes to 3-2. Payoff pitch to Cochran. Foul back again. Good at bat.
Certainly is. I think she's given the rest of the Bengals a template for how to handle this. Is sit on the fastball and keep your head on it and make some contact.
Sophomore steps back into the box.
Win it, Maddie.
Another 3-2 pitch. Outside. That was a great at-bat for Emmy Sylvia Cochran. Draws a 2-out walk here in the second. Good eye. Fought off a couple of pitches with foul balls back to the screen. And eventually gets the walk.
Yeah, for a sophomore, she showed some good patience there on some very close pitches.
So the Bengals' first base runner comes with 2 outs here in the second. And now Sarah Klein, the right fielder. Klein 3 for 7 on the season, hitting .429, a swing and a miss on the first pitch from Wilm. Got a miss, and Will now ahead, 0-2.
Yeah, with her speed, you pretty much cannot chase any pitch pretty much above your belt. You know, it's going to be very hard to catch up with it at that height.
0-2 pitch, called strike 3. Wilm gets out of the inning. It's the 1 walk given up and notches another strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left for the Bengals. Inning and a half in the books. No score. Blaine, Maple Grove.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
High school softball at Maple Grove this afternoon. John Jacobson with Kurt Cardinal. Maple Grove coming up for the second time. No score between the Bengals and the Crimson. Emma Edwards pitched out of a little trouble in the first inning. 2 runners on with just 1 out for Maple Grove and got the last 2 outs. This one is grounded off the glove of the first baseman way at first and into right field. And Jenna Steele is aboard to start the second inning. Look at it again.
Made a good move to get to the ball, but the ball's hit a little bit hard onto the backhand side. I think I'd give him a hit on
You're
that
hit?
one.
All right. You're our official scorer today, so we'll get Jenna Steele a single.
All right, I'll take on that additional responsibility with no problem.
Wait, no extra pay for you, though. Sorry. Sammy Gustafson, the first baseman, steps in now. Showing bunt. Pulls back on the high pitch. Gustafson, number 7 hitter today for Maple Grove. Junior, another big junior class for Maple Grove. Swings away on this one and fouls it off.
I would imagine that bottom part of the order here, Coach Coltis is looking to move this runner over. Maybe give her one swing and go back to that sacrifice bunt maybe.
Didn't get it down. It missed on the off-bring, and now it's 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes. And Edwards looks into Jenna Jones, delivers, fouled at the plate.
Jenna Steele at first base is one of Jim's early season surprises. She's taking over at shortstop this year and has had a fast start at the plate, and there she got another hit to lead off the inning today.
So they had Elizabeth Berry in that spot for, 4 seasons? She's really an outstanding shortstop.
Some big shoes to fill, but Jim's happy with what she's done so far.
Low and in. A good work by Gustafson to work the count full now.
Just need contact. You're all right. Go get one here.
Rounded to third. They get an out at second. The first too late. But they get the lead runner and the force out. Gustafson reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 away.
It's a good solid play by the Bengal infield there. Got the lead runner and set him up with 1 out. Runner still at first base.
5-4 on the putout. And now the catcher, Abe Eiley. Inside corner for a strike. Gustafson there on the runner down at first. Bunts foul at the plate. So 2 strikes now to the Crimson catcher. Lauren Beisel on deck. It's off the glove of the catcher Jones, and gaining second base will be Gustafson.
Gotta give that one a pass ball. It's catch ball, I think.
Crimson get a runner in scoring position for the second straight inning.
Looks like Jim's gonna bring in a pinch runner here.
Sarah Zimmerman will come in and run. The flex come in and run here for Gustafson down at second. One and 2 to Eiley. Swings and misses, and there's out number 2. Pitch kind of handcuffed her and went around, and Edwards gets her second strikeout of the day. Look at strike 3 again.
Now batting number 27.
There's a big out with the girl in scoring position there. Get to go after the number 9 hitter versus having to deal with the top of the order if you can get this girl out.
Izzy Vitens will bat here. In the number 9 spot, and Lauren Beisel's spot. Izzy, another freshman for Maple Grove. Rounds it to third. And the throw across the diamond. Sylvia Cochran away, and Maple Grove retired in the second. They strand a runner again, no runs. 1 hit, 1 left. 2 complete, no score. Blaine and Maple Grove.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
I think that's a loose dog. Clearly has left its owner. Oh, that was playing catch. I didn't see the fetch. Got the tennis ball. It's a good day for it, right?
Yep, keep the dog busy. The owner's probably working on his or her arm in the spring here. Get it loosened up a little bit.
We go to the third inning. Our game between the Blaine Bengals and the Maple Grove Crimson. 0-0. 8, 9, and 1 hitters up for Blaine. Kayla Schaefer will lead it off, followed by Kylie Peterson, and then back to the top of the order, and Maddie Bryant. I had briefly forgot about the screaming.
I think the key word was briefly.
Right. First pitch strike to Schaefer, the DP today for the Bengals. It's a little low. Finally trying to bring it up, but it was low. 1-1.
Kayla's only a sophomore and coming into an experienced lineup, so she's got a chance to play quite a bit of ball the next couple of years.
Top 4 hitters for Blaine in their batting order today. Grounded to first, Gustafson stepping on the bag and retiring Schaefer. 3 unassisted. Bryant, Schmitz, Way, and Edwards, all seniors, but the rest of the batting order, all of sophomores or juniors. You look at the ground ball, hugs the line, but stays fair.
Yep, got in on our hands there a little bit.
That brings up the left fielder, Peterson. Sophomore.
So we'll see how the left-handed bunter slapper here deals with the fast pitch.
Crimson really playing her in tight. Gustafson back even with the bag, but you look at the rest of the infield, they're all just past or almost even with the pitching circle.
Yep, that's try to take the bunt away and make a slapper only into a slapper.
Takes up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. There you look at the rest of that infield. Goet at second, Zimmerman at short, and Meisel at third, all in pretty tight.
I'm surprised the outfield staying at normal depth, though.
Offered and missed on that. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Peterson. Wilms pitch called. Oh, I called it a strike. I thought that was a strike. 2-2.
I think you and half the Maple Grove crowd thought that was a strike.
Count even up 2-2.
One guy that matters, though,
Yeah.
didn't think so.
Peterson gets a piece of it, gets it back to the screen, and stays at 2-2.
With the infield in this close, that's all you got to do is get a piece of it, and then the range of the fielders is probably one or two feet on each side, and get it by the pitcher. You could run for them a while there.
Fouled back. Well, Peterson hanging in there, 2-2.
Good approach for this slapper. She's cutting down her swing and just trying to make some contact here.
Get this one here.
Wilm settles back in and delivers another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout of Peterson for out number 2.
Got her to chase that high fastball in top of the zone. Well, as we start the top of the order for the second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments they've made or are able to make against Wilm today.
2 outs, nobody on. And Bryant, who struck out to start the ball game, the batter. And a strike call. Wilms 0-1 delivery, cut and a miss. And ahead of Bryant once again, as she was in the first at bat in the first inning.
Yep, now she can work a pitch or two if she wants.
Wilm back on the rubber, head in the count, 0-2. And drop third strike, throw to first. For the out, and that's 3 outs, right?
I think they're saying. No, I think they're saying that was a ball and she didn't swing.
Okay.
Ran to first just to be sure. But the first
Look at it again. Ooh, there's a lot of swing there.
Yeah, good thing she didn't make contact. She might have got a double.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Called strike 3, and there is the third strike and the third out. Wilm has fanned 7 already in the first 3 innings. 3 up, 3 down for Blaine in the third. Home after the third coming in a scoreless game.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Bottom half of the third inning, top half of the order for Maple Grove to face Blaine pitcher Emma Edwards, who's given up 3 hits but no runs so far through the first 2 frames. First pitch skipped to Faith Cry, who bounced out pitcher to first to start the Maple Grove first. Offered and a strike, 1-1.
Look to play a little small ball here at the top of the order. So you can get on for the 3 and 4 hitters.
Bounced off the catcher. Jones trying to shake that one off her thigh. Reenacting what happened.
We don't have slow motion here at CCX, but we got reenactments going on. Huh?
He's all right. Cry steps back in. The count now 1-2 to the Maple Grove left fielder. Two and two.
I mentioned earlier that the Maple Grove uses the signals from the coach and the wristband. Blaine uses signals from the coach, just fingers and numbers. Same concept, different delivery method.
2-2 to Edwards. Throws over to Way at first base, and Cry again retired. 1-3 for the second time today. One out in the Crimson third, and Ruby Goette.
Number 30.
An infield single in the first inning coming up. High and away, ball one. Grounded to short off the shortstop's glove and into left field off of Vogel. And all the way to second is Goette. It's a tough play because it was a long run for the left fielder, Peterson, who was shaded more over toward right center. And there you see off the glove, and then look at it, it goes all the way, almost foul territory, and Goette never stops running, gets all the way to second.
Yeah, she got to second based on coming out of the box fast. But shortstop, have to give her an E on that one, I think.
First error of the day, and now runner in scoring position for Maple Grove. This one will get away from Jones, and on to third goes Goette. And so for Maple Grove, their first base runner, they've advanced to third base today. Want to know to Werns with a single in the first. Chance for a run batted in out there.
Yeah, she's got 8 RBI on the season so far. She's been good in these type of situations. See if she comes through this time.
Tough middle of the batting order for pitchers to go against this one. Backhanded nicely at short, but still no chance for a play. That was a really good play by Vogel, but Werns runs well. She had no play at first base, or at home plate rather, had to go to first, and Werns beats it out. So it's a single for Werns and a run batted in, and Goette scores, and we got our first run of the day.
It was very nice backhand. Good range. Good throw, but just not enough time to get a fast runner.
Danny Strom, first pitch swinging. Foul ball. Sylvia Corcoran over at third fielding up, and it's foul.
With the lead, I would expect a little bit of aggressiveness here. Hit and run, stolen base, something like that.
Runner going, throw down to second, and getting in under the tag and in safe is Werns. Werns with their third stolen base of the season. Look at it again. Jones throwing from her knees, throw a little bit high. Might have had her.
Nice slide to the outside part of the base.
Check swing, handled at first. Way go tag the batter Strom, and moving on to third is Werns. Strom retired for the second time. 2 down now. And Wilm coming up.
Now batting your pitcher, number 16, Matty Wilm.
Wilm, the hitter, can help Wilm, the pitcher, here by bringing in another run for herself.
Well, we've had a pass ball in the wild pitch already today, so another one would bring a run in here, Kurt.
Yep, catcher's got to do whatever she can to block and keep the ball in front of her.
Wilm swinging and missing at that last Edwards pitch. 1-1. Held up, but it's a strike call. 1-2.
Edwards has used 3 pitches against her in these first 3 times coming after her.
Edwards pitch, and a little looper grabbed at second base by Schmitz to retire Maple Grove here in the 3rd inning. But they do get a run on a hit, an error, and 1 left on. First run is up on the board. Maple Grove not leading Blaine. 1-0 after 3. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Nothing. Maple Grove up on Blaine as we move to the top half of the 4th inning. An outstanding start for the senior pitcher for the Crimson.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing all year long, and that's what the Crimson hope she does the rest of the year, too.
It's the one base runner that at bat by Emmy Sylvia Cochran, drawing the walker with 2 outs in the 2nd. First pitch, a little low to Kendra Schmitz. Struck out in her first at bat, but certainly capable of putting the ball in play. 500 hitter on the season. And does it this time. This one driving toward the gap. Cut off nicely, though, by Werns in center and able to hold Schmitz to just a single. First hit of the day for Blaine.
Yeah, maybe that adjustment will follow through in the lineup. Take the ball a little bit later in the zone and hit the right field and right center. That was very nice.
Werns with good speed, able to hold Schmitz to first base. No leadoff single here for the Bengals in the 4th. With Caitlin Way, the batter. Outside, ball 1. Way flew to left. Nice catch by Cry to end the 1st inning in her first at bat. Called strike 1-1.
Way has had a pretty good little career at Blaine, and she's signed with Concordia, Wisconsin, a D3 school, to play ball next year.
Up high, 2-1. Called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Emma Edwards on deck for Blaine. Bengals looking to answer here in the top half of the 4th after that crimson run in the 3rd. Way steps out. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout of Kaylin Way. Strikeout number 8 now for Maddie Wilm. And we're only through 3 1/3 innings.
Seemed to bear down a little bit there after giving up her first hit, and went after a good hitter and took her out with the fastball.
Edwards a strikeout victim in her first at bat. Comes up with 1 on and 1 out here. It's this one foul. Swing and a miss, and Wilm getting ahead, 2 strikes on her pitching counterpart. Schmitz at first, 1 out, 0-2 count to the cleanup hitter, Emma Edwards. And Maddie Wilm delivers. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 2. Edwards is down on strikes for the 2nd time.
She went up the ladder on that one. Started at the thighs, went to the waist, and went up to the ladders on the 3rd one. Kept going higher and higher, and got her batter.
You mentioned the location earlier, and so it's not just, the girl you're going against throws hard. You don't know where the pitcher's coming, right?
That's right.
And she's going to try to get you to chase if she can.
That's why sometimes you just have to look one location, one speed, and when the pitch is there, you got to do something with it. That's how the great pitchers get you, is different speeds, different locations.
Good eye for Emily Vogel. She's ahead, 2 balls and no strikes on a couple of pitches out of the zone by Wilm to start this at bat. Called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Schmidt still the runner down at first base after the leadoff single. Still there now with 2 outs.
Yeah, and I don't think she's a threat to steal. Not in the DNA of Blaine at this point.
Missed, 3-1. Just off the plate. Low and ball 4. So the second walk that Wilm's given up today. And Blaine has their first runner to second base on the afternoon. Schmitz goes to second, Vogel at first, and Emma Sylvia Cochran, the batter. Well, what a first mound visit for Maple Grove today.
Yeah, probably just get her back into good space, good speed, good approach. Definitely the best chance that Blaine has had today. 2 runners on.
And Sylvia Cochran, who had a good at-bat, that first at-bat, fighting off pitches and eventually getting the walk, coming up. And she is just a sophomore.
Yep, she was all conference last year as a freshman, so she's got some skills.
First pitch to her from Wilm, hits her on the elbow, and bases are loaded for Blaine. Schmitz to third, Vogel to second. And the base is loaded for the Bengals here in the fourth. Right off that front elbow.
Yep.
Well, Blaine's got to take advantage of this, right?
Yep. They're not going to get the bases loaded too often against Wilm, and one hit could bring in 2.
Sarah Klein takes the first pitch strike. A 1 pitch, cut to miss, 0-2. The Wilm way out in front.
Batter's got to focus on putting this ball in play somewhere, somehow.
Foul back, and Klein stays alive here, 2 strikes.
Appeared to cut down her swing on that one a little bit, just trying to make the contact. Let Wilm's speed provide the power to the outfield.
Up high, out of the zone, 1-2. Wilm delivers 1-2, outside 2-2. Wilm collects herself, gets back out of the rubber, and looks into Eiley. 2-2 pitch upcoming to Sarah Klein with the bases loaded for Blaine. Called strike 3. Ooh, she thought that was low. Looked a little low, but it's called strike 3. Wilm gets the punch out, and Blaine leaves the bases loaded. And for Maddie Wilmer, 10th strikeout through 4 innings. Bases left loaded for Blaine. It remains 1-0 Maple Grove through 3.5. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
See by the wear for everybody, not exactly a warm April day, a minimum sweatshirt, right? Jackets, blankets, and everything. Umbrella in case the rain comes back as we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Maple Grove on top of Blaine, 1-0. Bengals unable to capitalize in the top half of the inning with the bases loaded. Jenna Steele will lead it off for Maple Grove here in the fourth. Should be grounded off the second baseman's glove. It's going to be, oh, they got her at first. A nice job by the shortstop, Vogel. If it went off of Schmitz's glove, Vogel picks it up, fires it away at first, and they're able to retire Jenna Steele to get the out. Look at it again. Hard hit ball, backhanded and off the glove. That does save a hit. That ball gets through. Obviously, it's a single. Well, great call. And a good play by Vogel.
Yeah, it was a great play by both infielders on the dive to keep it in, and then the shortstop to stick with it and barehand the ball in the pickup and make the throw. A lot of times you use that glove and they're safe by a half a step instead of out by a half a step when you pick it up with your bare hand. Great play by both.
Ball hit by Sam Gustafson. The count evens at 1-1. Now to the junior first baseman. And Edwards pitch inside for ball one.
Gustafson's been hitting with some power this year. She leads the team in doubles. She has 4 of them so far. See if she can find a gap here.
Hit past third. No, they're going to say foul ball. Gustafson thought I had hit down the line. No, that's foul.
Yep, she didn't touch it. If you would have touched it,
right.
it looked like it might have been on the line when she touched it. But
that was a good call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count evens at Gustafson. Swing and a miss.
Oh.
Edwards has her 3rd strikeout of the game. There's 2 away.
Nice use of the changeup there. Hit her way out in front on that nice pitch.
Now batting your pitcher, number 24, Ailey.
We'll get the pitch again. And here's Igley. This pitch missed, ball 1. Edwards hasn't walked anybody today. He's given up 4 singles. The 1 run that came in was unearned. Goette reached on an error and later scored on the hit by Werns. This one hit pretty well, but foul. Out of play. Here's a look at Edwards' line today. In 4 2/3 innings pitched.
True to form.
3 2/3.
True to form. Not a lot of strikeouts. Keep the ball in play. Let your defense work for you.
Ball. And Igley back to the batter's box. Behind in the count 1-2. Edwards looking for her first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Grounded. Oh, nice dive at second. The throw to first for the out. Another great play at second by Kendra Schmitz. Lays out for this one. and then throws to Caitlin Way, and then retire Ava Eiley. Well, sparkling infield plays for Blaine defense in the fourth. We stay at 1-0. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Welcome back to CCX coverage of high school softball. Late Thursday in April. Drove up on top of Blaine 1-0. John Jacobson and Kurt Cardinal along with you. Late conference game scheduled Friday afternoon on CCX, weather permitting. There's a chance of rain in the forecast as the Hopkins Royals host the Louisiana Trojans. They'll Blaine look, see if they can get some at-bats together again as they did last inning, where they able to load the bases. See if they can scratch out a run against Maddie Wilm here in the 5th. Schaefer, Peterson, and Bryant, the batters. Swing and a miss by Schaefer, who grounded out to first in her first at-bat. Up high 1-1.
Wilm started bringing it just like she did in the first inning. She hasn't appeared to lose any of her giddy up on her fastball.
Swing and a miss. Wilm ahead 1-2 on Schaefer. Called strike 3. Froze the batter Schaefer in a called strikeout. And that's number 11 for Maddie Wilm. Through 4 1/3. One up, one down in the Blaine 5th. And Peterson, the batter. As in her first at bat. 3 of the infielders really pinched in, anticipating the slap against the Blaine left fielder. Run to the fence and a nice catch in front of the dugout for out number 2. It's a great play by Lauren Beisel, hitting it right in front of the Blaine dugout. Look at it again. Beisel gets a good jump on it, tracks it all the way, and makes the catch.
Yep. It's the best way to do it. Sprint to the fence and catch the ball as it's coming down versus trying to time your run to get to it.
2 away, top of the order now, and Maddie Bryant. Bryant has struck out twice today against Wilm. Fouls the first one off.
Maddie's an extremely fast runner. If she gets something down on the ground, let's see how strong the infield arms are here. She's actually going to Concordia St. Paul on a track scholarship for sprinting.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Gets her again. Wilm has at least 2 strikeouts in every inning. And she retires Blaine in order here in the 5th. Through 4.5 innings, it remains Maple Grove 1, Blaine nothing. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Maple Grove looking for their 7th win of the season, leading Blaine at 1-0 as we move the bottom half of the 5th inning. 9, 1 and 2 batters coming up here for Maple Grove. This is grounded to second, and who's there but the great second baseman. And we've seen Kinder Schmitz make some nice plays here the last inning. And a pretty good swing by Lauren Beitzel. Schmitz gobbles it up and threw it away for 1 away on 1 pitch.
Now batting center fielder, or left fielder, number 10, Faith Cry.
Top of the order, and Faith Cry grounded out twice to the pitcher, Edwards. Ball 1 in the dirt.
It's a little early, but I think I'll have a second baseman for Blaine on my all-defensive team this year.
Warren swings away, and off for glove and into right field. She almost came up with a great leaping catch there. That's got to go as a hit for Cry, but almost another big play by Schmitz at second. Instead, Cry is on for the first time today. This is a rope just off her glove.
Yep, she needs to be 1.5 inches taller to get hold of that one.
5th hit of the game for Maple Grove. 1 on, 1 out. And Ruby Goette, who's been on twice, the batter, has scored the only run for Maple Grove today.
Cry has 2 stolen bases on the year, so I would imagine we're going to get some movement here with this batter up.
Pitch is low. It's 2 balls and no strikes now to Goette. I gotta think for sure this is a take for her. Head on the count. Werns on deck. Werns and potentially Strom after that. Which is low. Throw down to second, but the runner held. 3-0.
I'll probably wait until I at least get 1 strike before we put any action on here.
And Edwards behind 3-0. It's a 4-pitch walk, and Maple Grove's got runners at first and second with 1 out here in the 5th. Cry down to second. Goette, the runner at first. And now Werns, the batter.
Number 18, Alyssa Werns.
Couple of singles for the outstanding junior outfielder. Up high, 1-0.
Well, Maple Grove has a table set exactly how they want it. There are 2 speed runners on the base and 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up.
Strike call, 1-1. Well, Edwards worked out of a 2-on, 1-out situation in the first inning. Trying to do so again here in the fifth.
He's a ground ball pitcher, so he got a chance.
Pitcher's high, 2-1. Up high, 3-1. With Strom on deck. Fouled back, a good swing by Werns. But fouled it off.
Yep, looks like she was sitting fastball and she got what she was looking for. Just fouled it straight back. On it pretty well.
This is grounded in off field for a base hit. Runner coming around, is going to play at the plate, and out at home is Cry. Strong throw from left field from Kylie Peterson. Guns down the runner at home. And it stays 1-0. Tag applied by Jenna Jones. You look at it again. This ball was hit pretty sharply. And Peterson with an accurate throw.
One bounce right to the catcher's glove.
Well, good call. The tag was right on the money. Throw was as well. And they get the second out. And that, as a coach, you like the aggressive base running because you think, well, they got to make a perfect throw, which they did.
Right.
And the tag forced the defense to make the play, right? But that ball was hit hard. I think that certainly played a factor, too. If that's just a little bit slower out there, Werns makes it no trouble.
Yeah, and even if you do have...
Or Cry, rather, excuse me.
If you do have the out, which would take almost a perfect play to get you there, you still have second and third and your number 4 hitter up to try to follow it up. But you are down to only 1 out left in the inning, so...
Goet to third. Werns took second on the throw home. You know, each base runner able to get an extra base on the play at the plate, but the Bengals will take that. Strom swinging at the first pitch and missing 0-1.
This is where having a deep lineup helps you, because if you had a hitter behind that wasn't quite as strong, you'd think about walking this player.
Grounded to short. Vogel up with it. Throws to first, and Blaine gets out of the inning. Good defense by the Bengals again in the fifth. Maple Grove with a couple of hits, and they strand 2. They go to the 6th inning. It stays 1-0 Maple Grove.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Well, Blaine hoping that defensive prowess in the field will help them carry some momentum into the batters coming up, and it helps to have your number 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up in the 6th inning. They need to scratch out a run, try and tie this game up, getting late.
Yep, this will be the inning to make a move here.
Schmitz, Way, and Edwards, the hitters, scheduled against Maddie Wilm. Up top, foul, out of play. And 2 strikes now on Schmitz. Schmitz, who has the only hit of the game for Blaine, came to lead off the 4th. Called strike 3. Schmitz is out on strikes for the 2nd time today. Out number 1 in the 6th. Strikeout 13 of the day for Maddie Wilm. Wade, the batter, it's 0 for 2. A fly out and a strikeout. Strike call to start her at bat.
Wilms to the point now in the game where she's been proving her corners and her knee height pitches, and the umps expanding the zone just a little bit because she's been so consistent.
Yeah, is a good pitcher who's able to find the strike zone. You're rewarded too later in the game, right?
There's no doubt about that.
No balls, 2 strikes. Foul back. Line out into right field and for a base hit. Solid single by Way. And Blaine's got the tying run on here in the 6th. Way's 6th hit of the season. Got 1 stolen base on the year. A runner for her. Go ahead.
Because I don't think it's any coincidence that their 2 line drive hits have been to right center. Letting that ball travel and hitting it the opposite way.
Helly Havinka is the runner at first. Running for Way, a freshman. Try to come around as Emma Edwards will take her spot in the batter's box now. Calls for time and is granted.
Havinka does have a little speed. She's been on base 1 time and she's got 1 stolen base in the year so far.
First pitch missing to Edwards, 1-0. Edwards, the batter, has struck out twice today. Skips off the glove of Eileen down to second base. Goes Havlenka. Now Blaine with a tying run in scoring position.
That's why you make that change for the speed. Emma can help herself out here and make her College of Northwestern of St. Paul, where she's going to next year, proud of her as well with a little RBI here.
She's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike, or 2 balls and no strikes. Now 3-0. A walk not necessarily the worst thing. You set up the force play. And the cleanup hitters up. Take your chances on Vogel up next. And it is outside. And so now 2 on and 1 out. Downside of that for Maple Grove. Now the lead run is on base. But Jim Coltis calls time and back out to talk to his pitcher in infield.
Well, I must give Blaine credit. They are scratching and clawing the last couple of innings here, putting some things together and giving themselves a chance. In a one-run ball game, anything can happen. Check swing, bloopers, bad hops.
Well, and for Zach Niedaber, what's his message here to his group, to his girls?
Well, I would think that they're looking fastball now. She's proven that she can get the fastball over. I would suggest looking for fastballs at the thighs or lower. Try to drive something through the infield here. They haven't had very much success with the high fastball, catching up to that. So.
Lillian Wright will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Edwards. Another Blaine freshman will run at first. So Linka at second base, Wright now the runner at first. And Emily Vogel, the batter. Walking a strikeout and 2 at-bats. Well, missing a little bit here now in the 6th inning. It's up high for a ball.
Coach Niedenberg put in his courtesy runner, his other fast runners. Got 2 of the fastest Bengals on the team are on the bases right now.
Big at bat here for Vogel, ahead in the count, 1-0. Wilma, good pitch, and for a strike. One and one with 1 out. 2 runners on for Blaine. Trailing by a run here in the 6th. Delivery to Vogel, behind on it. 1-2. Throw down to second, and Lincoln dives back in. One and 2, the count to Vogel. Fouled back. Good cut, got a piece of it.
Good battle by the sophomore here. Tough position to be in, but seems up to the occasion.
Called strike 3. And there's out number 2. Good job by Wilm to come back at the strikeout. And now Emmy Sylvia Cochran, the batter. Walked in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 4th. A hit by pitch loaded the bases for the Bengals at the time. And then Wilm came back with a strikeout of Klein to end the inning. Pitch up high.
I think Blaine now, any ball against the outfield's got to send their runner in from second, take a chance. 2 outs.
Called strike, 1-1. Two runners on here for the Bengals. And to push one across here in the 6th. 1-1 the count. Emmy Sylvia Cochran. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Yeah, get bat here in the ball game. One-two pitch coming off the glove of Bailey, and 2 runners will move up. On the pitch inside and low, it's 2-2.
That changes the situation for the infield tremendously. Now they have to go to first base and they ground ball, and any ball that gets to the outfield, they might be able to score 2. This is where you tell your infielders to dive for any ball and keep it on the dirt. Even if you can't make a play, keep it in the infield.
2-2. Wilms pitch, popped up foul. Parker in a good at bat. Hit to the outfield. Kurt brings in 2, probably.
Yes, you would think so, and even if it's a 50-50 chance, you got to have that runner from second try to score. You can tell from the crowd's reactions here, they think this is the big point in the game right here.
They'll think at third. Right the runner at second. Another 2-2 pitch. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. Well, with her 15th strikeout of the game, they get the punch out of Sylvia Cochran to end the 6th inning. Blaine threatens again, but they don't score. 5.5 innings complete. 1-0 Maple Grove. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Home half of the 6th at Maple Grove. Emma Edwards looking to keep it a 1-0 game. First pitch, Maddie Wilm. Feels like that's the pitch she wanted. She's frustrated. She fouled it back.
Yep,
a pretty good pitch and fouled it off.
Looked big as a watermelon and she just missed it.
Ground on the pop out and 2 at-bats for her. Now bunts this one down to first, and no play. Maddie Wilm with a bunt single to lead off the 6th.
Well-placed bunt. I would think that he'd have to use a courtesy runner here or a pinch runner for the pitcher. Yep, number 21.
Jordan Brewston will come in and run for the pitcher Wilm. Yeah, this just wasn't time for Way to throw to Schmitz. Wilm was already at the bag.
Now batting for your Crimson, first baseman, number 3, Jenna Steele.
Steele the batter with Brewston the courtesy runner at first.
Seems like a perfect sacrifice situation.
Fouls it, trying to sacrifice her over, and a strike. Gustafson and Eiley, the scheduled hitters to follow. Showing bunt again, but the pitch is high. 1-1. Steele with a single and 2 at-bats. Robbed with a second and a nice diving stop. The last time up by Schmitz at second. Good bunt. Spins out in front of the plate. Jones throws, and they get the out. Schmitz covering at first, 1 away. And Brewston, the courtesy runner, moving up to second.
Perfectly done all the way around. Nice bunt, good rotation by the Bengals. Got back to cover third, so the runner can't go all the way to third on the sacrifice bunt.
The 1 away with a runner in scoring position now for Maple Grove, and Sam Gustafson, the batter. First pitch strike. Inside and low, 1-1.
Blaine only having 3 outs left. This another run would be a huge obstacle to overcome.
Gustafson, good swing, fouls it back. 1-2. And turns Gustafson back a little bit inside, 2-2. Grounded is short. Vogel backhands it, throws to first, and unable to hang on to it safely at first was Way. The runner Brewston had to hold.
First baseman got a short hop, couldn't quite come up with it.
So 2 runners on now for Maple Grove.
Probably gives the air to the shortstop on that one. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I could go either way, either E3 or E6 on that. I thought it was in her glove enough where, yeah, you're right. Throw wasn't perfect either. First pitch is low, and it's 0-1. Check swing foul. It's Kelsey Ponsky, pinch hitter here. Junior, right-handed hitter. Hitting in Eiley's spot here in the 6th. Grounded, but foul.
Ponsky's only had 2 at-bats this year, so it's a big chance for her to come through for her team.
One-two pitch, grounded down to second. Runners will advance, either easy underhand throw for Schmitz to Way to retire Ponsky. Brewston to third, and on to second goes the runner Gustafson. But now 2 runners in scoring position here.
Surprised that the runner from second didn't get to third or on that long throw to first and the bobble at first, because it would have been a chance to score on that hit, on that last out.
That'll break up Izzy Vitens, her second at bat today. Hit back in the second inning and now here in the sixth. Couple of runners on with 2 outs here in the sixth. Up high, 2-0. 2 for 11 on the season at the plate for the Maple Grove freshman. Called strike, it's 2-1. Edwards just, as you talked about, Kurt, not a strikeout pitcher, just 3 strikeouts today in nearly 6 innings of work. Another strike called. And the count evens at 2-2.
She's been mixing and matching, and there's been a couple of hard hit balls, but not a lot. That's why your team's still in the ball game here, only down 1-0.
Line out into left field for a hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Gustafson. Throw cut off. Now they've got it hung up between third and home. And they apply the tag and out. Here's Gustafson for the third out of the inning. But Vitens' single brings home Brewston with an important insurance run for Maple Grove. They come up with a run on a couple of hits, an error, and 1 left on. We go to the 7th last chance for the Bengals. Plain trails Maple Grove 2-0.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
Maddie Wilm has thrown a shutout today. Trying to keep it going here and close out the ball game in the 7th against Blaine. 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Klein, Schaefer, and Peterson due up for the Bengals. And a first pitch strike to start the 7th to Sarah Klein, who struck out twice. Outside 1-1.
Just needs to try to get the bat on the ball and put the ball in play and get something started here from the top of the inning.
Grounded into left field, a leadoff single for Klein to start the Blaine 7th. Third hit of the game for the Bengals. Now how big is that run that Maple Grove scored in the bottom of the 6th?
Yeah, it's huge. Takes away the bunt. You have to play for 2. It was a great at-bat by Sarah there. Attacked that low fastball. Barrel was down, hit it hard. Good spot.
Kayla Schaefer, the batter. Went around, no. Ball 1. Held up 1-0 to Schaefer, who's 0 for 2 today.
Yep, gotta lay out that high one. It's hard. It's right up in your eyes. You see it good, but you gotta know that you can't hit that one.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Outside, 1-2. Excuse me, 2-1. Strike call, it's 2-2.
I think Coach Nienbauer would like her to attack that one.
Wilms 2-2. Oh, 3-2. Blaine would love to get its second runner on here. The bottom of the order, too. Then they could turn the batting order back over again. And one more at bat.
Yeah, this is a huge at bat to get an out or get on base.
Two, swing and a miss. Wilm instead gets a strikeout of Schaefer for the first out in the 7th. Strikeout number 16 for the senior. One on, one out. Kylie Peterson, the batter. With a runner on, in this case, when Peterson's at bat, go at the second baseman has got to play back at her normal spot. First pitch, a good take for Peterson, ball one. Meisel and Zimmerman probably not in quite as far as they were in previous Peterson at bats, but in pretty tight. Meisel especially at third. Now Zimmerman creeps in a little bit.
I think they're back a little bit farther just because with the second baseman closer to second, if they get a ground ball straight at either one of them, they might try to get the lead runner.
1-1 the count to Kylie Peterson.
Again, being ahead by 2 gives you more options than just 1.
Offered at it, and it's a strike. Peterson didn't get it. Piece of it, and now behind in the count 1-2. Strike 3, and there's 2 outs in the 7th.
That high fastball's been her bread and butter today.
Peterson can't catch up to it. And now Blaine down to their final out. Maddie Bryant, the batter. Let's pitch outside, ball 1. Good hitter, although has not put the ball in play today against Wilm. She's the tying run at the plate. Foul popped up, out of play. 1-1.
She does lead the team in doubles with 3. She could get something in the gap. Blaine might be in business.
Wilms 1-1 pitch. Caught in a miss. That was a healthy swing. And now Blaine down to its final strike. Klein, the runner at first. 2-0 Maple Grove, 2 outs in the 7th. Grounded into right field, a base hit, and Blaine's still alive. Solid single by Bryan on a 1-2 pitch. Klein stops at second, tying run is aboard. Go ahead run at the plate. Two hits for Blaine here in the 7th. Now 4 in the game.
Got a senior who's got a hit today and leads the team in RBIs. Probably have the right bat in the right spot if you're Blaine.
Now Kendra Schmitz had the first Blaine hit today back in the 4th. Represents the go-ahead run here in the 7th. Wilms' first pitch, up high for ball 1. One-zero pitch, with a low, 2-0. Highly, like, where was that pitch? 2-0. Will behind, excuse me, Kurt.
I was just going to say, sometimes the strike zone does change in the 7th inning. Slightly, but it does change.
2-0 pitch, grounded to second. This should be it. Bobbled a little bit, and then the recovering is gone. They're able to throw to Gustafson for the final out of the game. And Maple Grove hangs on and wins it by a score of 2-0. Well, when the winning pitcher strikes out 17, you get a good chance to win. But Blaine, boy, certainly had opportunities today. And Will making the right pitches at the right times, able to post the shutout today.
Yeah, these were two good teams. We knew that coming in, and I think that in their respective sections at the end of the season, they'll be right there as they go through. When I talked with Coach Coltis yesterday, he was telling me that Maddie Wilm has a chance to be as good as Sydney Smith and or Ava Duick, which is a high bar to set, but the way she pitched today, she's right up there with them. And if she can continue that on through the season and especially into the playoffs, she has a chance to join those two.
The Blaine falls to 3-2 with a loss. Maple Grove stays unbeaten in the conference, and they move to 7-1 overall. That'll do it for our coverage today. Thanks so much for joining us. For all of our crew and for Kurt Cardinal, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching our coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference softball. It's Maple Grove winning over Blaine 2-0.